Ni hao, Manila! Ni hao, Manila! Welcome to another episode of Ni Hao Chats with me, your host, Valerie Tan. Today, we are here at Kung Fu Master Cooking in McKinley, Taguig, and we will be talking to two Chinese who decided to study here in the Philippines. Of all the places in the world, why the Philippines? We will know in a bit. Let's say hi and ni hao to Avril and Kathy. Ni hao.
Hi, I'm Kathy, and I'm from the northwest part in China and from Lanzhou, and major in English language and literature, studying Philippine Christian University. Yes.
Ni hao, hello, this is Avril. So I'm from Hunan province of China. So now I'm studying in the Philippine Christian University. So my major is English language and literature as my classmates.
So you're both classmates here, but you guys met here in the Philippines already.
Yeah.
So of all the places in the world, why the Philippines? That's the biggest question.
Yeah.
Yes.
So just so when the decision was made, so to choose, you said most of my colleagues choose to study here because of the several reasons. So number one, maybe you say the climate here. It's a very nice weather here. You say in China we have 4 different seasons, but in the Philippines the temperature goes. You say maybe I should say how to. So around 30 Celsius. So it's not very cold. It's not very hot, right? So it's very nice.
So your primary reason was the climate.
Yeah.
Oh, because I never experienced the 4 seasons. I've always lived here. So for me, on the other hand, I wish I could experience winter, but I guess for other people, it's too cold.
Yeah. So if say in China, in some provinces, especially Heilongjiang province, it's very cold in the winter. Usually below 40 Celsius. So yeah, it's very cold.
And for me, because as we all know that the Philippines is a bilingual country, the official language is English, and I also major in English language. So I want to maybe improve my English ability. So I think this is the best choice for me to study in Philippines. And from the living expenses to the tuition fees, they are very much lower than Western countries. So I think it's another reason why I prefer to this country. And also, as my friend said, she said that the climate is also another reason, because the tropical climate is very comfortable. I'm very used to live here, and there are so many sweet fruits here, and I'm really enjoy about it.
It's a wonderful surprise to me that the climate and even the food, the fruits, were some of the reasons that attracted you to our country. Because I only thought it was just the language or the living expenses. So why did you decide to study English? Was it part of your long-term plan to work in a company that also uses English language?
Yeah, for me, you say I'm an English teacher. So to master English well, I think it's a necessity for me. So I must be good at English, right? So I choose here. And then you say, in the Philippines, I found that every day I can capture myself, be surrounded with people who are speaking English. So I think it's a very good choice for me to be here.
Mm-hmm. And for me, I'm the same occupation. I'm also an English teacher in China. So I think that starting here may be the best practice choice for me to follow my English ability.
If you live here in the Philippines, of course, the experience is totally different. You have to talk to Filipinos as well in English. So how was the adjustment for you guys?
You say, actually, I've been here nearly 3 months. To be honest, at the very beginning, I think I have met many difficulties. So the first obstacle I think is language. Because I found that you say here Filipino speaks English with Japanese accent. Yeah, so sometimes a different accent, right? So sometimes I cannot understand completely.
And I have a funny story that when I first go to the cinema in Manila, and I remember that the movie is Avatar, and I'm so surprised that there is no subtitle.
Pure English.
Yes, the pure English. The screen is just the video and no subtitle. And I think I'm just practice intensive English listening here more than 3 hours. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Can we compare the educational system in China and here in the Philippines? What are the pros and cons for you guys?
I have met some young students in my university, Philippine Christian University. So you say, I found that the students are so happy, right? They keep smiling, yeah, and they have many different activities, right? So maybe I guess that students in the Philippines have much spare time. Is that right?
Yes. You know what? That's something I'm really proud of as a Filipino and a Chinese as well, no? That Filipinos always smile. No matter the situation, they have a big smile for you.
Right, yeah.
And for me, I think Chinese traditional class is like a student-centered class. It's a teacher-centered class. The teacher will be the leader to guide the students to like a teamwork or some groups, and the teacher will be the leader into the class. And I think during the classes, although it's online, and the Filipino teachers will ask one by one formal questions, and we can maybe practice and also discuss with each other. And it's like a student-centered class. And I think more Filipino students, they are more have innovation mind or more creative than Chinese students. I think that's it.
Interesting. So you guys have been living here for several months already, and I'm sure there's some experiences that surprised you or shocked you because there's a difference in culture. Anything that comes to mind, Avril?
So I found that you say in the Philippines, so the waiters or waitress, there are so many waiters or waitress in the restaurants, and they are young. They're very young. They have young faces. But you say in China, actually, you say the waiters or waitress usually, you say in their 40s or even their 50s, right? So it's a big difference, you say. It's a big difference. And then, so another one is about the coins.
Coins? The money?
Yeah. You say in China, actually, we pay for everything without any. Yeah, so actually, in electronic pay, it's very popular. So we can pay for everything with our, you say, WeChat money, or you say AnyPay, right? Yeah. So for us, it's a tough job for us to carry cash everywhere, especially coins. It's also heavy, right? So and then you say maybe for us it's a new experience.
I know what you mean because on the other hand, when I went to China a few years ago, I had cash.
You had cash.
Yuan. I had RMB.
Yeah.
And then when I tried to pay in the shop, the seller would just look at me dumbfounded and say, "What will I do with this cash?" So it's different. How about you, Cassie?
I have some very interesting experience. Like, I think Filipino, I really like a sweet dessert. It put so many sugars there. So when I was out of beverage or dessert, wow, it's too sweet. The level of sweet is too difficult for Chinese.
Going to my next question, what are your long-term plans after you finish your education here? Do you plan to go back to China, or you're open to staying here?
Yeah, so for me, I must go back to China because I have my own family, my sons and my son and my daughter, my husband and my parents, right? So yeah, so for most Chinese international students, just like me, so in their 30s or in their 40s, usually they have their own job, they have their own families. They must be back, right?
As for me, I think I will go back to China. It's because I'm also an English teacher in university. So I also to go back to the same position to teach my students there.
So if we have viewers or Chinese viewers who are contemplating if they want to study here also in the Philippines, any tips that you want to share with them?
So number one, enjoying it. Yeah, enjoying the life here. So I found that since I've been here, so the priority was the top benefit is freedom, because I have run away from my family, run away from my work, right? So I'm free here, so completely free. So I must make a good plan or schedule on my life here, so I can take new experiences, just like the top interview right here. So number two, and then try to be active, take activities as more as possible. Yeah, so you can meet more people, especially in the Philippines. Yeah, so you can have a good talk with them and then get some information about the local culture or the people here, right?
And I think that to study abroad in Philippines is not only study, it's like a life experience. So if it is life, so life is made so many people here, not only Filipinos, like maybe Korean, Japanese, and other Western countries, and make friends, and then you can go out and learn with each other and share with each other. You know, like the love and peace. Love and peace. And then try some more. You know, I know many of my classmates and schoolmates, they will go out for dinner. Most of them will choose a Chinese restaurant. Oh my God, you're from China. Why always a Chinese restaurant? So I really like Filipino cuisine. It's very good, tastes good, and sinigang, right?
Yeah, sinigang.
I really like it, and also different sceneries because it's very appealing and attractive. So I think the people, the places, the cuisine, and maybe the joys, and the open-minded, all of them you can check it during this special life experience. That's it.
It's really a perfect time to meet both of you because it inspires a lot of women to continue pursuing their education and pursuing their dreams. So thank you for inspiring us. But I want to ask, how about you guys? Who inspires you?
Very big question. Okay, who inspires me?
A woman who inspires you.
Yeah. So in China, there are many famous professional women. So they keep learning, studying, or working. Yeah. So sometimes maybe they grow up into super women. So in China, there's a very famous one. One of them is Dong Mingzhu. You say the CEO of Green. Green is a very big appliance. So maybe I should say group. Okay, appliance group. Yeah. So maybe as a Chinese women, we usually want to strong enough. We want to independent. So for most women, we keep learning or keep working. Yeah. So we can support ourselves. Even sometimes we can support our family. So for Chinese women, it's not very common, or sometimes even rare, to depend on their husband, right? So we believe that dependence on ourselves is very valuable, right? So
and for me, I think not the celebrity, it's my mom. Because I think my mom is working dependently and they have almost the equal relationship with my father. So I think my mom is continue to work in her daily life and I need to learn from my mother, and maybe she retired when she was 50 years old, and I think maybe I can do it like 55 years old. I can be more stronger than her, but she is my model for me. Yeah, she is like a superwoman in my heart. So it's my mother.
How touching. Just to wrap it all up, what are your further aspirations or dreams for yourself as a woman?
I think that most of the women, they will, when they are getting older, they will worry about their shape or their looking. So I think maybe I can try my best to think without them and improve my ability. Improvement can make me more confident and more beautiful, not only just walking the the
Exterior, the outside. Yeah.
outside, and more pay attention to my inside heart and live for myself. That's it. I think this is my further dream, and it's very difficult to achieve it, but I will try my best. Okay.
For me, so as a mother, I want to set an example to my kids. So when they grown up or in the course of their growing up, I want to be the example for them. So they can see that their mother so work hard and try something new, and then make improvements every day or sometimes, and then take some adventures, right? So they can trust their mother. Also, they think that they themselves also make the same thing as their mother does. So, and then as a daughter, I want to be the pride of my parents, right? So my parents are so old, and then they raised me up so hard. So I want to be their pride. And then as a teacher, I want to be a good teacher for my students. So as a language teacher, I want to teach them how to speak language in English, and then how to understand the English language, including culture, and then my experience in a foreign country. So I want to tell them, try everything hard, and then to be the person you want to be, right? Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. You know what, Avril and Cassie, I didn't expect this, but it really touched me. Our conversation touched me, and to me, you guys are super women. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And we both of us prepared a gift for you.
Wow.
The Chinese traditional costume, Changsan.
A Chongsa. Wow, thank you.
We should like it.
That's so sweet of you. I hope it fits me. Yeah, because Chongsa is so slimmer. Thank you very much. Wow.
You like it? Yeah, it's all sexy and shimmery.
Yeah. Thank you so much. 谢谢. And of course, we also have a gift from Ni Hao Manila for you, Avril and Cassie. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. And maybe you have a message to our viewers. Any final words?
Okay, thank you for inviting us for this interview that I'm very enjoyable to talking with you guys. It's very good. Thank you.
Yeah, for me, I want to say thank you very much. Thank you all here. I think it's a great honor for me, to have such a special interview. Yesterday, last night, I told my son that I would have an interview today. Yeah, he's proud of me. So he says, Mommy, I can see you on TikTok. Yeah, of course. Yeah, so thank you very much.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much for embracing the Filipino culture. Yeah. Thank you guys for joining us in today's episode of Ni Hao Chats. Do follow Ni Hao Manila on our social media accounts, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. And I'll see you guys next time. Again, my name is Valerie Tan. Ni Hao Manila!